I would say this, that under the theory of the tail wagging the dog, is she out there kicking in doors? Is she doing, this fucking the drug task force is bringing search warrants that they're signing off on?
Who's charging all these people?
Okay, well, my point is this, that they kick in the door, the cops, they bring the case there. A decision has to be made. Am I going to be the type of prosecutor that gets rid of medical marijuana cases, or am I going to be forced to politically align myself with these out-of-control rogue sheriffs? I'm not making an excuse for her, but I'm saying if it's true, as Karen McDonald said, that it's the culture that they dominate, she's got to be Mother Teresa in order to beat them back or something. And she's not Mother Teresa. She's got no, you know what I mean? And it's a political death probably to try to change that culture. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving her an excuse. I'm just talking about it from a reality of her scenario. She may never thought, like, I'm going to be the one that's going to charge all these cases up to the Michigan Supreme Court about medical marijuana. The investigation that take place, to be brought in, very rarely are these marijuana cases like overseeing the investigations by the prosecutors. That's kind of like federal U.S. attorney stuff. They usually kick in a door, get someone to roll, they go to another place, kick in a door, get what they can, leave some out there, file a bunch of fucking, requests for warrants and see if some charges get filed. Yes, they do ultimately have to make the decision, but when the sheriff's department's sitting on a bunch of forfeiture and evidence room full of plans, they can't say, nah, we're going to not sign the warrant. I mean, there's a political alliance.
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah, but Michael, in the Ferguson case, I don't know what's going on in Texas exactly, but we're very well connected to somebody who he was involved in their case, and the facts of that case are very similar to what was surrounding the facts of the reason he was fired. So in which he went in and took a look at potential evidence before there was any ever warrants or anything like that. So how in the case of Texas, are those old cases in which the police officer was involved and the facts were similar like that? Those are getting dismissed.
Yes, that's what
I mean. I don't know. So was there ever an opportunity to ever do anything about that, to revisit that, or?
This is the point I'm making. It is. They did their own internal investigation. What did it show? We don't know. They themselves decided what was good and what was bad about that investigation. And then they decided, of the hundreds of cases, let's say in that 4-year span, which ones was he involved?
There was like 17 that got dropped or something like that.
It wasn't enough. And what does it say for the other officers that were in his unit that observed it in those 17 times that made it such that they would have to be dismissed? Don't tell me that being around that, not reporting it happening before them, testifying in cases that forwarded the misrepresentation in the affidavit, sticking to the story. I mean, all get passes. It's just him and him alone. They got groups of drug task forces, teams. He's the only one. Nobody knew what's going on. That is a crime. If they don't know what's going on, they don't have safeguards in place, that other people don't have a requirement to report it. This is my point. We know all the fucking time that they're lying in these affidavits and search warrants. The courts there give every benefit of the doubt to the officers. If a magistrate rubber stamps it, that's good enough for the judge at the time that you might challenge the search warrant. So when you catch them with their sexual organ in the mashed potatoes, and that visual is there, that they have forever been tainted as someone that doesn't have some mashed potato fetish or something. You cannot call them anything other than a mashed potato fetish with the sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. They have been deemed outside of the realm of actors that can participate in the system because they have been caught lying. And those that are participating with them, that gave them the mashed potatoes, that looked away and didn't tell anyone the mashed potatoes, all of them are equal to blame. And that example there is emblematic of the problem that it is a culture and they protect their own, and it is 100% thin blue line stuff. Jeff Fraser, what do you say?
No, you nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. And again, the prosecutor is the key. But it's like you say. Do you think that some of these prosecutors that we run across really have the power to go after any of these task forces, or for that matter, any cops that are abusing? I don't know, man. I think that the prosecutor is compromised. And
I tell you, I don't get it. And I tell Michael and other people this story every time. I look at like a case, some of the cases we have, and I think, where the hell did the prosecutor connect the dots to bring these charges against these people?